Hey, welcome back to the channel, bro. Hope you're always feeling loved and blessed, man. I know that things can be tough at times, and I know that there is struggle, but there are other things on the other side of fear, on the other side of struggle, on the other side of sacrifice, and definitely whenever you gain more discipline. So, before we get to the next episode, please like, comment, subscribe, bruh. Support, create a community. Let's do these things, man. Let's grow together and as one and learn from each other. All right. Let's go ahead and get to the next episode. Yo, what is good, everybody, man? Welcome back to another Kids Room Podcast episode, bruh. As always, man, I hope you're feeling loved and blessed. And I hope that you realize that even if you are hurting today, tonight, tomorrow morning, you will realize that at some point that pain will subside. That pain will go away. That pain will not stay there, right? Because God never wants to waste your struggle. God never wastes your struggle, right? Something that even with the program that I created for a youth program, right, called R828, that comes from Romans 8:28, which is actually the verse that I wanted to use, or the scripture I wanted to use within this video. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose, right? So whatever you are called to, whatever God has called you to the purpose of, right? There is certain parts of your story that you gotta struggle through, that you're gonna have to go through things for. And God will use that as a testimony. A testimony is a test. A testimony is something that you have to go through, that you might have struggled with, pain, whatever. It might not always be good most of the time, right? But something good comes out of it. So however it starts is not how it ends. It's how a testimony even goes, right? So, and all things work together for the good, right? And all things, so whatever that you're going through, that means all things are working for you. Your struggle has created a strength. Every battle has taught you something, even though you didn't know you needed it. So God knew you needed it in order for you to achieve what you wanted to achieve and become the person that you wanted to become. So you had to go through a struggle. You had to go through some pain, right? Because God is using that as preparation, right? So God is not creating you to be a diamond just to be a diamond and shine and to try to outdo everybody else and to show your value and to get money and to do these things. No, that's not why God was trying to make you a diamond. God was trying to make you a diamond so that you will be a person for the kingdom, a person that can make other people into diamonds, not just be your own diamond, right? You want to create a jewelry. You want to be able to create other people around you that can shine just as bright as you and create other people around them, and so on and so on. Because nothing in your past is wasted, right? So you're going through things and then you look back and then you start to connect the dots. And so in that way, you have to know that God did these things for you because he didn't want you to, and for anything to go to waste. So everything in your past is something that is not wasted. God is using everything that you have gone through as something, as a tool, as a resource for you to become motivated over and over again. When you want strength, when you want grace, think back about what God has already done for you. Your story becomes someone else's survival guide. So your breakthrough, your testimony is someone else's get through just for that day, just for that moment. Even when they felt like they wanted to end it, they were just done. They were finished. But they said, you know what? I'm going to watch this video. They saw this video, or they saw you down the street and you smiled, you talked to them, whatever the case may be, man. It could be small. You can say hi, good morning. It doesn't matter. But but what you're going through and what someone else is going through, maybe you're going through what you're going through because you're strong enough to do that. The same thing with somebody else. But sometimes people have to get they have to get a reminder that they can still do the same things that you're doing, that anyone else is doing, that any of these big people are doing. You just have to follow through with it and continue to go through what you go through and use it as a tool, use it as fuel, use it as something to get you to the next place, not to just stop you and to have you quit and to give up, right? Because if you're still hurting, still healing, or still confused, God is shaping something in your life now, in your path now. It doesn't look clear. You're just taking one step at a time, but God allowed it so you could get stronger, so you could find purpose, so you could find that struggle and sacrifice and grow more discipline and get more focus on what you need to do, what you're going through, how you can be better for Christ and then be better for everybody else after. But first, you have to start with yourself, the person that you see in the mirror. So yes, you might have struggles. So yes, you might have pain. So yes, you might have trials, but God will never let any of it go to waste. Romans 8:28, everybody. Go back, read it, read the chapter, read all the scriptures that I'm talking about in these videos. Continue to grow within your knowledge and push forward and find it for yourself on what this stuff means, what this stuff is going to do for you, and move forward, everybody. Keep moving forward. God bless y'all. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me on this one, and I hope y'all catch me on the next one.